want my money.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, look here. And what's good, what's good, what's good? Y'all don't know this is your boy Q5, BigSmoke. And look up, we in Colorado Springs doing Colorado things, you dig? Hey, I'm up in the studio live, you know what I'm talking about? Doing what I do when I do what I do, you know what I'm saying? Up in the studio with my boy Isaiah Reed.
Hey, what's going on? Right now, Isaiah Reed, the artist, soon to be the greatest artist of all time. I'm gonna say that right now. That's just how I feel about it.
You know what I'm
Pleasure to
talking
be here.
about? Hey, look up, we about to turn up, we about to talk big on Talk Big Podcast. And look here, I'm here with my boy Isaiah Reed today, man, a phenomenal artist. And I'm gonna show y'all the illustrations of his work and what he do and how he do in the next episode. So I want y'all to stay out there, look out for that right there. But hey, Isaiah, let them boys know what you about, man. Tell them what's cracking like and what you got going on.
Yeah, so I've been an artist for pretty much all my life. I only started taking it seriously for maybe about like 4 or 5 years ago. But really what I'm trying to do is just make a difference in this world, try to create more understanding and peace throughout my artwork. Because, you know, if you look at my artwork, it's never just another pretty picture. You know, always got some meaning behind that. When I have people look at my work, I want them to leave with a new perspective, you know what I'm saying? So whenever they view my work, they're able to understand somebody else. Because, you know, you can have these conversations about controversial topics and stuff, but you may not even understand. You just be waiting to talk and not actually listening. But when you actually see something that's in front of you, you get yourself a new perspective. You live in a new reality with this new wisdom that you have from viewing my work. You know?
Yeah. I feel with you. I feel 100%, Pimpin'. And most y'all out there don't know that I'm also an artist. You know, I don't illustrate too much of my artwork, and also kind of like what he explaining is like when you paint and you draw and you spray paint and all of the different forms of art, you're literally illustrating yourself. You're illustrating like energy. So this is what I do. I'd be like out on the street sometimes just doing some street art, painting and shit out on the street and allow people to come see me live. So what I do is I set up a couple of pieces, you know what I'm saying, at least about 5 to 10 pieces out there live. And then I get the canvas and I be out there, boom, boom, boom. So they be coming, right? And I be standing there painting and they right behind me, just looking. So I got this 5-second rule. If they staring at one piece for 5 seconds, I'll talk to you.
Right, yeah.
Because they're intrigued by something in that painting that they're still looking at that one piece, not just scanning all of the different paintings. Because some people scan all of it, but sometimes you see people stuck, really observing the details and
because
everything.
like the piece actually spoke to them.
Yeah,
I feel
the
that.
energy and shit. So yeah, I do that. And if they stop for 5 seconds, you know, because I'm Q5, you know what I'm talking about. So they stop for 5 seconds, that little 5-second rule. I stop and I turn around. I talk to them about the art, what I was feeling at the time, the emotion I was feeling, the expression I'm trying to convey. Let them know about the piece because I already know that person's going to buy that art already.
Exactly. You know, you're just giving them reason just to be more intrigued and more invested into the work.
Yeah.
Because, you know, just establishing that connection, you know, that's like one of the small things I actually appreciate about being in the art community and shit. Well, just being able to have those connections and being able to vibe and being able to relate to one another. Because, you know, I feel like that's what creates true peace at the end of the day. It's just being able to relate and come to an understanding. So if somebody's just viewing my work and looking at it for a long time, because I incorporate a lot of different messages just so they can just constantly look at it. Because, you know, they have that saying that an image can tell like 1,000 words. You know what I mean?
Like I'll give y'all an example. If y'all notice this piece behind me, I don't know if y'all can see the totality of what's behind me. No, you probably can't see the whole frame. But if you can see the piece that's behind me, it's like the same type thing. Everything got a message in it. Everything I do got a message. You see the piece right there, that one waterfall, you know, there's a waterfall. There's always water in a lot of my art because I come from the water. But now there's always mountains in a lot of my art because I've been in Colorado for, you know, about 20-something years, you know what I'm talking about? That right there, back and forth, should I say, but in Colorado for like 20-something years, so that allowed me to like express both love for the mountains and the sea. And if you know, like stuff like that right there, Fibonacci sequences and a lot of everything I do. You know,
Yeah.
that was like my fastest selling ones. Anything I put Fibonacci sequence in is going like that.
Okay.
Because what it is mathematical code written in the painting, and people drawn to it and don't even know why.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's such an interesting feeling too, because obviously I make art and stuff, but I like to go out and actually view other people's work and stuff.
Yeah, me too. That's my favorite right there. I actually collect other people's work too, because
absolutely.
it gives you the opportunity to like capture a moment in time. But
Yeah.
I tell you one thing though, fucking Instagram and the print era now has devalued art because it's oversaturated. Back in the old school days, the only way you could get a picture of somebody is through a painting. So that's why it was so prestigious to have art, because you couldn't get a picture of things before camera and everything came out. All you got was a simple.
Yeah, no, that's facts, because when cameras came out, it really changed just the whole game.
Yeah,
So I see what you're talking about when it comes to that.
So like right now, you got this beautiful fucking piece you spent good hard-earned efforts and so on, so.
Yeah.
But then now somebody sees a nice, beautiful fucking print that they're gonna go spend $17 for or $20 for. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why like right now in regards to like making money in the art game, shit, you gotta stay ahead of the game. Not like with the times or behind the times. Definitely not behind. If you with, you can make some money. If you behind, you ain't gonna make no money. But if you ahead, you can, because you can innovate the game right now. I give you an example. There are no well-known artists no more. Bob Ross was the last well-known artist. In our era, in our century, you don't hear about no fucking artists that say, oh, that's so and so and so. Other than in our living century, Bob Ross. Nobody beyond Bob Ross. Now they got big artists that sell their art to a lot of big famous people.
Yeah.
And they're making a lot of money off of their art, but nobody knows them.
Yeah, no, I mean that's facts. I would say like the only artist that I can actually call up is probably Basquiat, because he died in like in the 90s or something. So like he was pretty recent. So he was one of those big artists, but
Let's see.
now you're saying that now, like being an artist that are alive right now, I can't really say that they popping like that.
Think about it as even the name. If you utilize the name Basquiat, right?
Right.
And you go to the average artist and you say, hey, do you know who Basquiat is? I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 won't know who the hell he is.
See, I don't know about that one.
Listen. I say average artist. I ain't say somebody who study art. You might study that, and that might be your genre. The average person is in their house just painting. The average artist is, you know what I'm saying? The average artist is real cold. I meet a lot of cold artists that don't even have this stuff in galleries. You see what I'm saying? That never get to the gallery level. They don't get this stuff out there and stuff, but they code it with art and stuff like that. When you ask them that name, the average person just won't know who that is. That's just a fact.
See,
I'm deep into art and I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Basquiat is?
Because he ain't famous. If you ain't Bob Ross, nobody don't know you.
No,
my son is 22 years old. 23 years old, about to turn 24 years old. If I ask my son right now, who's Bob Ross? I guarantee you he know who Bob Ross is. But if I ask him who's Basquiat, see, when your name transcends through generations, that's what I'm talking about. Through generation transcending. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, they got that, the nigga that can't paint at all, but his name's Picasso. Yeah, Picasso.
Yeah.
Everybody know who Picasso is. We don't know what he looked like, but we know his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It transcends through generations where everybody know the name. No matter who you say the name Picasso to, everybody familiar with that name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I just feel like you are just an unfortunate soul that's not educated on Basquiat.
No,
you don't even have to be
ain't got nothing to do with me.
Shit.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's reality. You can listen. I want you to do this check when you leave here.
All right.
When you leave here, the first 5 people you run into, I want to be random people. Ask them, hey, do you know who this artist is? Any 5 random people. You got to remember, this is a big, huge, wide world with a lot of social media, and everybody's not into art as passionate as you are. Most artists are not even into other artists. Like, I'll give you an example. You are one of the coldest artists in this motherfucking city. Like, I know a lot of people, because I've been doing this for 20 years in this city. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Every gallery up and down this whole drive right here, art done been in all of that stuff, all the way down to in Fort Collins, Denver, everywhere. I mean, if you say that name, Quentin Jermaine, you know what I'm saying? If you say Quentin, everybody gonna relate that first. Their first thought to me is art, and the second one is always gonna be related to music. You see what I'm saying? But always art first.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Well, that's what I'm telling you. I know a lot of cold artists, and if you like one of the coldest artists inside this city, you know Thomas Blackshear?
No.
See? Like, how the fuck could you not know of Thomas Blackshear?
Okay, all right.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, you know how I learned about Thomas Blackshear?
Oh.
I going way back to the island. I see this piece of art on my auntie's table. I'm sitting there studying this motherfucker like, God damn, this shit is cold. You know, because he do statue figurines. And I'm like,
Okay.
this is the coldest fucking, because he do all black art. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this shit is cold. 2 years later, I'm back in Colorado. With my good friend Tawana Nicole. I'm in Tawana Nicole talking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. She's like, I'm gonna put you on to my guy. I go to church with his brother. His name is Thomas Blackshear. That's it. And this was years ago. Thomas Blackshear. So I look him up. Oh shit, that's him. I see his art everywhere.
Yeah,
and
so
he's
just familiar with the artwork, but just not the artist himself.
The artist himself. That's what happens with artists.
Right. Okay.
We familiar with the artwork, but like I give you an example. Remember the footprints in the sand, the Jesus one with the carrot. Who's the artist?
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you either. You see what I'm saying? And that's
you onto something.
That's what's happening right now. The art is outgrowing the artist. So right now, like I say, if you utilize the techniques of the new generation, now you can attach your name in your face permanently to the art. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give you an example. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you something that I'm gonna even challenge you to start doing as you do. Put your face in your art if you can. Every art, and from now on, every art piece that you ever do, so you know it's an authentic piece by LeVay. You see what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, new tag name coming to you.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
New tag name coming soon. LeVay. You dig? And only one. Ain't no. If y'all hear that name, this is the original
the
right
one
here.
and only.
This is the original. So you know what I'm saying? You draw a little. Every time, because you do big pieces, so just put a little square and put only your face in that square right there.
Yeah,
and
like a little trademark.
And trademark your art. Nobody else is doing it right now. Not another fucking artist in this world is doing it right now. That way, every time you sell your piece, you're there always, constantly. Because the artist is constantly being lost. And in your signature right there with your face. The artists are constantly being lost in the sauce with the art. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then right now, we got digital art era. And you can make digital art at the drop of a dime.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You get on that, boom. So it's so much competition in regards to. Yeah, so much competition in regards to like what we got going on and who we competing against as artists. You know what I'm saying? And for me, if you don't, I look at it like this: if you don't set yourself on a competitive mindset, you're not gonna have that grind set.
No, facts. No, that's something I most definitely agree with. Because like as an artist, I look at all these other artworks and stuff. There's something I most definitely admire, but I'm always comparing myself to that artist. Because my goal is to be one of the greatest to ever do it, the greatest of all time. So like as you mentioned before, like with Picasso or Vincent Van Gogh, just like those names that transcends time. That's what I'm trying to be. That's what I'm trying to get to. So I'm looking at all these other artists like, cool. I like your artwork. This is what I like about it. Now I'm comparing that to my work and see how I can reach that next level.
Yeah. Now I definitely feel you in there like 100%. Cause like my goal, I used to have that goal, greatest of all time. I wanted to GOAT for my century. Because Bob Ross kind of got GOAT in my eyes because that's who started me with everything. You know what I mean? For the century, because I know you can go to anybody and say, do you know Bob Ross? And I guarantee they're gonna say, yeah. The white man with the afro. That is he's so trademark. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like they're like I used to have that goal, but I realized there's only one way I can obtain that goal now in this era. So you have to get to a bag first for my goal, I have to get to a nice big bag, and then I gotta blow the bag. Not all of the bag, but I gotta blow half the bag or a good portion of the bag before I
Okay.
die, because I want to do megalithic.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When I say megalithic, meaning that uh, there's only one thing I know that ain't gonna. That's when all of this shit perish, all of the houses and buildings gone. That stone's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Stone
Yeah.
is
I
still
see what
gonna
you're
be
talking
there,
about.
so I want to put me a piece in stone, big as I can get it, as big as I can afford to build. But whatever I design and do, it's in stone. If I can get me a piece of land with a mountain face, or somebody allow me to use a mountain face where I can carve into and leave a big face or a design
Yeah.
or whatever
Okay.
the idea is, that's me. The only way I'm gonna leave my mark, and that's why my focus is, as far as an artist, is getting to that bag so I can do megalithic. I need to see for everybody can see, because I'm tired of making the most beautiful fucking art pieces in the world, sell that art piece, and nobody will never be able to see it again because it's in somebody's
Mm.
house. And then when these work enter into other people's houses, the average law is people only let about 5 to 10 people in their house. Period.
You know, I think that's most definitely interesting because from what I learned, Picasso he made over like 50,000 art pieces. But you know how many we actually see know of?
Yeah, maybe only a handful.
Yeah, maybe only a handful, maybe 5 to 10.
Yep.
And he made 50,000. So it was like at that time period, it was more like a numbers game.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. As y'all know, everybody see the Picasso piece. You know, he paint like a kindergartner
Yeah.
on shrooms. Um, he, if y'all study history and a little bit of about these people's lives and stuff like that, Picasso became famous because who he was connected to. The man knew the right people, politicians, you know, people with big money, very influential people of those times. Because let me tell you what makes an artist in is the fucked up part. That's why I'm going megalithic, so I don't have to sell art that I built. And this is what makes the artist as far as prestige. The person who buy the art. Because right now,
Mm.
your art code is shit. My art code is shit. Right now, if somebody come in this place right now and buy an art piece from you for $1 million, buy an art piece from me for $1 million, all of a sudden, that same art piece is worth $1 million now. Because of the value that that person just decided to pay. Say, you know what, I'm gonna go get this. I paid $1 million for it. Now I'm gonna go get it appraised for $1 million. And now that you paid, you got a receipt to show I paid $1 million, and now it's appraised for $1 million. Now it's automatically valued at how much? $1 million.
Yeah, over $1 million.
People create the prestige of the artist. That's an unfair fucking thing. Because I give you an example. Say you know a whole bunch of celebrities, right? And you know a bunch of. I'm fortunate to know a good bit. But say you know a whole bunch of celebrities, and then all of a sudden the celebrities start buying your art like how Jay-Z do. Jay-Z got this. He buy art, and then he shout out the artist. You see what I'm saying? And so now that start putting the artist's name on, and other big guys, where money was like, oh, Jay-Z got this art piece by this guy, so I want a piece just because Jay-Z got a piece. Oh, he spent $500,000, I want to stunt too. Now he goes spend $500,000, break bread with that same artist, and now you done sold 6 pieces of high value. Now all of a sudden you're this high, super prestigious artist now, and your shit is valued at this much. That's what creates your prestige. Who bought your art? That's all it is. Who bought your art creates the prestige of the artist. And that's some fucked up shit. So, you know what I mean? You can't tell me I ain't the shit in the toilet. You dig? So I ain't let nobody go and determine my prestige as an artist anymore in regards to how my work is presented. So I said I'm going to pause for the calls. I'm going to get to the bag, run up a fucking couple of mil or two. You know what I'm saying? And then just take that and take what I do before I die, and I'm going to build fucking megalithic. And when I go on, I want that bitch to be here 1,000 years from now.
See, I feel like I'm taking a different approach with my artwork and stuff because, you know, you can see this throughout social media or even on the news. It's all about drama and controversy.
Man, your shit is off the chain.
Yeah,
I
so
love
like,
your shit, bro.
when it comes to my artwork, that's kind of like the path that I'm going through is, in a way to get famous, is going through something controversial. Because I have an art piece called The Sex Workers Tirade. right?
Mm-hmm.
And that art piece is meant to just spark the conversation as to if sex work is considered real work. Now, I posted that on Facebook, and that shit just blew up, especially in the comment section, because you got everybody arguing back and forth. So it did what it was supposed to do, spark that conversation.
Yeah.
So when I look at it with my art journey, going through this path, I feel like I could reach that level of fame and be able to price my artwork at what I want to, just because of all this attention that is growing, just because of all these issues.
All right, check this out. Fame. Let's go to the word fame. Let's just
Okay.
tackle only that word. Because if that's your goal, if your goal is fame, you have to take a different approach.
Okay.
Because fame is only how many people see you. That's all fame is. How many people sees you, how many people recognize you, and how many people knows you. That's all fame is. Like if right now, somebody gonna come on TV right now, I see a person on TV right now, I don't know who that is. He ain't famous to me yet. But then you got another person on TV, and I recognize him immediately, and he recognized him, and she recognized him, and all these other people recognize him too.
Yeah.
That's all fame is. How many people sees you? If fame is your goal, then you have to become a social media guru in this new age. That's all it takes for you to become famous in this new age as an artist. Because you're not an entertainer, you're not entertaining, so it is not like you have big crowds and huge audiences coming to see you and listen to
Right.
music. So you can't gather and entertain people that way and gather notoriety of what we call fame, the multitude of people notarizing what you do. You utilize social media. You utilize the internet. You utilize this vast tool called TikTok. I get on TikTok, thousands of people out there in the TikTok world.
Yeah,
Go on TikTok Live. Show your shit on TikTok Live. When you start drawing on things, set your studio up to the point where you right there, and they can see the whole capture of what you're doing live. And as you are on TikTok Live, guess what people gonna do? Click follow. Go look at my little TikTok, little 3,000 followers.
For sure.
A lot of that shit came from me just coming on live every now and then in the studio. Let me see people talking to people, and guess what they start doing? Chiming on in and chiming in. They start following you. They start fucking with you. This is one girl that when I go on TikTok, I always look for her. She just talk political shit, but I like her energy. Her energy is so high, and her velocity is so boom. And the things she talking about, even if she don't know what the fuck she talking about, she sounds so sure of herself, you would believe that she knows what the fuck she talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And I know that in some of these subjects, there's no way possible she can know what the fuck she's talking about unless you experience certain things. But the way her delivery, boy, you can't tell her, boy.
Grabbing the people's
Yeah,
attention.
you would think that she been there, that motherfucker, when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, grabbing people's attention. So, like, for me, like, remember, one thing I do, like I said, if you notice, like, how my persona is a mellow inside, when I step outside, I'm live as a motherfucker because I sell my personality.
Right.
It's all about, so for me, like, in knowing that everything is about social media and how people, if a person don't engage with your personality, it's hard to engage with your work. You know what I'm saying? Because people will follow your personality faster than they'll follow your actual work.
Absolutely.
Think about how much great artwork you see on TikTok or different platforms, and you see this shit. Damn, this shit is cold as fuck. But then a week later, they lost in the sauce of your memories.
Yeah, no, just gone. But that's what I was trying to say earlier, because obviously you could say that my goal is just strictly fame. But I feel like it's all about what you do with that fame.
No, but I'm just rebuttaling off of what you just
Yeah,
stated.
yeah.
Fame. You want to be the most famous artist. If that's your goal. If you stated you want to be the most famous, that's the primary goal. No matter what you think the other goal is, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So basically, all you truly want is notoriety for your work. So if you say it in that mannerism, it's different. But if you say you want fame, that's different.
I feel like fame is just a step, because I'm trying to remember what Dr. Dre said.
Notoriety.
Yeah, he was talking about everybody can get there, but the hard part is keeping it. And, that kind of stuck with me. So it's like everybody can get that 5 seconds of fame, especially hopping on TikTok, but it's about what you do with it, just to create that longevity. So like, yeah, I would say getting fame is like the first step for me.
So what determines longevity?
Me is just this impact. When I
No,
look
no, no.
at when I look at history and stuff, history is just a whole bunch of like controversy. You got a whole bunch of bullshit going on, and I'm trying to add to that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now
When,
I'm gonna give you longevity. Why do some rappers this what determines longevity? Because everything is about steps. If you get the fame, you might get the fame, but then you gotta learn to keep the fame. So it's just the steps, knowing the
Okay.
steps to do when you get the fame. The key to longevity is consistency. That's it. Because most people get money, get that fame, they get the thing, they get the accolades, they get the a couple of dollars, and then they go get comfortable. And then they stop, and next thing you know, they taking little vacations. Now they comfortable in their new big home. Now they comfortable driving their new big car, and they ain't putting out as much content no more. They ain't driving content. They ain't feeding the audience that's hungry. So you got a new art piece now, bam, bam, bam. Oh shit, cool. Y'all check this out, boom, boom. They share with somebody, bam, bam, bam. Guess what? Next week you lost in the sauce if you ain't got something next week for them. So consistency is the key to longevity. Like all of the hip hop rappers, consistent in our mind. All of the movie stars of Samuel L. Jackson, one of the most consistent actors is. He's consistent in our mind. Every time you think you forgot about the movie Samuel L. Jackson just made, he make another one for you to not let you forget his name.
okay.
Consistency. That's all it's going to take for the longevity is simple consistency. So meaning like if you start getting, I give you an example, right? Fame, meaning notoriety. So I ain't going to use the word fame no more. I use notoriety. You gain some notoriety on all of these different TikTok, because all of these platforms are resources
Yeah.
in the new era. So you go and then when you get your TikTok, that's your network. You're responsible for growing your own audience on your own platform. That's your network. That's your
for sure.
That's your visual. And TikTok is saying, hey, I'm gonna give you some people to look at you. Hey, I'm giving you the people the notoriety you want here.
Yeah, playing around with that algorithm.
Here. 200 and something people that you don't even know here. Look. Now let's see how you're gonna catch their attention. Okay, now if they go look at the art, right? Damn, that art's cold. Remember how much cold art that we see that is lost in the sauce. So now you got to tie you to the art, tie your personality to the art. So now when you tie your personality to your art, remember your tag in your corners now.
Yeah.
So when you tie you and your personality to your art, now, oh shit, just stay consistent in giving them your personality, because your personality is interpreted through the art.
Right.
Whatever it is, every person that look at it is going to interpret something different, but that's all a part of your personality. So they're going to interpret whatever they want to interpret, but now give them who you truly are in visual form through, with your art. And then talk to people, boom, 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 so y'all, this, you know what I'm saying, boom, 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 y'all, this art piece is so and so and so about this art, blah, blah, blah. They're going to explain like clips, videos, explaining the art.
Okay.
See, most artists at art shows are there and present, especially the prestigious art shows, especially the ones I've been to in New York. They're right there and they're explaining the art to people. And people are like, oh, because they're asking questions like, oh,
absolutely.
And then, oh, shit, oh, I see now, oh. They get the perspective and they understand what you were feeling at the time, and they buy the art. Same thing, I'm talking about. Use that social media, boy, run up a bag. Fucking people rich off of Instagram, selling shit on Instagram. People rich selling shit through TikTok.
Crazy.
Get to that bag.
They doing their thing for sure.
Yeah.
Can't rely on that.
Let me ask you this question, man. What kind of music you listen to?
I listen to multiple genres. I would say rap / hip hop is probably like the main thing I listen to. But I also listen to like a little bit of rock music. Obviously, with some of the big bands like Linkin Park, 30 Seconds to Mars, Korn, all these other bands. But I like to just branch out and listen to new forms of art. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something I really do appreciate. All forms of art. You go into like acting, music, poetry. Going to these open mics and stuff. This is like one of the most inspirational things for me. So like when it comes to music, just dip a little bit of everything.
For sure. Let me ask you this: in regards to all art forms as an artist, not just drawing, but all art forms, give me your top 5 artists.
My top 5 artists. I would have to say.
No particular order, just your top 5.
Okay. I'm gonna put Kendrick Lamar is one. And then I'm not sure if you read much on Shakespeare. Shakespeare. You don't know nothing about Basquiat, but Basquiat. And then I want to say Vincent Van Gogh. Yeah, all right. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Let me get to this.
Yeah, because you know I want to say something so bad it's now.
And then my fifth one, I'm going to honestly give that one to probably Lil Wayne.
Okay. Yeah. I can see why you chose every last individual. Now the guy Basquiat, I'm 10 times out of 10, I'm going to be familiar with his art. I'm just not familiar with him. I guarantee you 10 times out of 10, I know his art because that's how I search art. I'm in this art world.
Okay.
But I guarantee I'm not familiar with him. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like you might recognize his face because, he was really big. Because,
I don't think I will. I mean, just personally, because I can't even think of an artist right now, face that I recognize other than Bob Ross. I literally can't think of one artist that's paint or do anything. I done seen some that spray painting artists on TikTok, not TikTok, on YouTube. I seen him on YouTube before TikTok even was invented, doing the quick spray painting in the street. Motherfucker do the coldest spray painting shit in the street right there, bam, and looking at it's like, God damn, that's cold in that short period of time.
Okay.
And like this, I have no idea what that guy's name is. One of the coldest niggas I've ever seen. So many cold people, I have no idea what their name is. But I'm gonna name you my top 5 artists in no particular order. Then I'll jump on Vincent Van Gogh ass. Alright, I'm gonna say in no particular order. I'm gonna go Bob Ross as an artist because it's the most impressionable upon me. That's why I do what I do in this canvas to this day. Secondly, as a creative entity, I'm gonna go with Kanye West. Because somebody I've got to actually conversate with on multiple occasions and spend a whole lot of time around his personal home and I would say homes. Yeah, Kanye. Remember the 5 fucking houses that we fucking knocked down and destroyed? Probably like $200,000 houses just because you didn't want to look at them no more. Yeah, on God's land. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, Yeezy. On God's land. The 5 houses that you made us tear down because you just didn't want to look at them no more. Alright. But yeah. But him because of his creative artistry and so many different branches in what he do. Third, I'm gonna say no particular order, but 50 Cent. That fucking man is astounding in regards to what he's did and where he came from.
I feel like that's respectful.
And I regard 50 Cent over Jay-Z because Jay-Z ain't moving to creativity in regards of movies. He make money. He get to the bag. He did creativity in that era, and he get to the bag and selling liquor.
Okay.
And selling clothes, when he had the Rockefeller popping. So he made the bag and selling certain items, you know what I'm saying? But that's not creative from him to me. That's other people working for him, being super creative.
I feel that.
So definitely Yeezy. 50 Cent in regards to that, that's a super creative dude. Fourth, I would have to say, who else do I admire wholeheartedly as an artist and what they do? What name comes to mind beyond all of the people?
You get into that 4th and 5th spot. It's difficult.
Yeah. Who got the 4th and 5th spot in my head? Who do I admire? Fucking Michael Jackson. God damn it. Michael could have been number 1.
Ooh.
Michael probably is my number 1. Michael Jackson is my number 1 because that motherfucker came out as a kid. Michael Jackson came out as a kid and held the number 1 spot for 40 years. Yeah. Every time he every time he dropped a new album, it was number 1. His name transcends in every generation from the oldest person living to the youngest person living, and his name
Michael is different.
his name does not transcend only in this country. His name transcends around the whole entire world. He go in
Absolutely.
China and people pass clean the fuck out. He go in fucking Mexico, people pass clean the fuck out at Mexico. He go to fucking Africa, people pass clean the fuck out at concerts. Just pass the fuck out. Like, I've never seen nothing or nobody else like that. Period. So definitely my number one, but at the number 4 spot. But at the number 1 spot, coming in at number 4.
All right, yeah.
Michael Jackson. And last but certainly not least, let's see who would be a number 4 spot artist. Because the person got to be GOAT in the areas for me to be categorized.
See, I kind of want to change my 5th spot.
A GOAT, let me think, creative, very impactful about what they did in the world as a creator. I want to say, who's the guy that owned Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Fuck, I can't link 2 people. No, Jeff Bezos, if there was a 6th spot, you would have been there. But I got to give it to my guy, Bill Gates, for bringing us Google. Because Google changed the whole entire world and it linked everybody together. So
That's true.
Google would probably be in my 2nd spot, probably. No, I like 50 Cent more. So, but Google, you're on the top 5.
Okay.
What was the guy that did Google?
Yeah,
It ain't Bill Gates, is it? Bill Gates? Is it Bill Gates did Google?
No, I don't think.
Who the fuck did Google? Bill Gates, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it? No,
Yeah,
I
Bill-
don't think it is.
Bill Gates did Microsoft. What the fuck Bill Gates did? Y'all see what the weed do? I can't even remember what the fuck Bill Gates did. Did Bill Gates did Google or Microsoft? But whoever the fuck did Google, that nigga.
I don't even got
That
excuse. I
person,
don't be smoking.
yeah. Whoever designed Google Connect, I would say designers, because even if it was Bill Gates, it was him and his team.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a couple of other guys. The team that built Google, to me, is my most innovative artist because they connected the whole entire world together. Everybody, even the little small villages in Africa, I can go right in Africa right now because of that person right there. So that person, it got my number 1 spot. Because
Okay.
they allow me to see everything Michael Jackson when I never could have seen a Michael Jackson concert. They allow me to know and hear and view visuals of everything. They allow me to help me fix my car because now Google linked to YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it's all because of Google why
Yeah.
YouTube is there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Google. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'm gonna change my 5th spot though.
What's your first spot?
My 5th spot, I say it was Lil Wayne, but I'm gonna replace him with Dave Chappelle.
Fuck. Yeah, Dave
Because
Chappelle
I
is
wasn't
definitely...
even thinking about the comedians and stuff. I was like, Dave Chappelle, one of the big ones.
Dave Chappelle, definitely. Super fucking innovative.
Absolutely.
Life changer. Like, and he transcends no fucking race. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you got black comedians that cater towards black people with black jokes. Dave Chappelle, I don't give a fuck who you is. You gonna laugh at that shit. You gonna laugh.
I mean, he's talking about everybody, so
Yeah.
Why
Dave
not just
Chappelle,
tune
yeah.
I feel like everybody's just kind of like gravitating
But
towards
hold
him.
on, who you replacing Dave Chappelle with though?
I'm replacing Lil Wayne
Oh.
for Dave Chappelle.
Fuck that. I would leave Lil Wayne up there and snatch Vincent Van Gogh ass off.
Nah,
That
I
nigga
can't do
ain't impressionating nobody with that cartoon ass fucking kindergarten work.
Kindergarten work? Nah,
Kindergarten.
nah,
Hey, you want me to tell you
I
what?
can't do that.
Listen. I'm going to be disrespectful to Vincent Van Gogh and Picasso. Why? Let me tell you why. As Q5 BigSmoke, I can paint shit right now. If you go get 20 artists, get 20 people that say, hey, I'm an artist, and we don't know what their level is. We've never seen their work. Just go grab 20 people that are artists, and we don't know what their level and capabilities are as an artist. And I go get that shit right now, and if I go do a Q5 BigSmoke painting, when I'm gonna say replicate this, out of 20 artists that can replicate, you might get one of that motherfucker that's gonna be able to replicate my skill level. The
Okay.
shit that I really put into this. You know what I'm saying? The time that I'm gonna take to do it. And the levels to the timing and all this. And to illustrate this. It's gonna be 20 art, one out of that fucking 20. I can take your piece right now. and bring your piece up in that motherfucker and do the same test, there's gonna be 1 out of that 20 that can match your skill level.
Okay.
Only 1 out of the 20. So that's why I can respect how you do what you do. You see what I'm saying? But Vincent Van Gogh, I've done seen too many fucking people replicate his exact same work. Even fucking kindergarten kids. Kids, literally, because YouTube is out there now. Kids replicate Vincent Van Gogh, and you wouldn't know that that's not Vincent Van Gogh if you didn't know that's not Vincent Van Gogh. It's too easy to replicate. That I don't respect that shit. Fuck that. Not as no artist. Not when I can replicate your shit in the drop of a dime. I'm just saying, when you got some shit that's so fucking profound, like how the fuck? Like I look at your work and think, how the fuck did he think about that? Like, why did he think about that? Like, you know the art gallery. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boys at Ultra Flat Black. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Art
shout out to
gallery and
them,
lounge.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you go right there to art, you know, you go right out there to Ultra Flat Black Art Gallery and Lounge and look at that place. I done walked in and out that motherfucker so many times in the last month, only to look at the artwork because I don't really drink like that.
Yeah.
Only just to go stare at this motherfucking, be drowned in the fucking piece. I'll be at one piece stuck for 15 fucking minutes. At one piece. I gotta come back and take the rest of y'all out tomorrow. I done absorb in one piece. Come back tomorrow.
Indulging yourself into work, yeah.
Locked to one piece. And literally, like, on the day, I don't even lock myself on, like, I noticed that I didn't lock myself on 2 and 3 pieces in a day, only one piece. I go in there, what's new today? Because I walk back in that bitch today and see something I didn't even see yesterday. Literally.
Okay.
I don't know how it works like that, but that's profound art. And when you like, damn, like, look at this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when everybody says the same thing, it's unanimous, and that's what you got, you know what I'm talking about, as an artist. So I don't respect no fucking Vincent Van Gogh, and I don't respect no Picasso with that kindergarten shit. I was doing that shit in kindergarten. I was painting better than that in kindergarten. I'm just saying. That's just me.
I mean, there's 2 things I can say about that for sure. There's one, there's a part of me that agrees with you like 100%. And that's even how I feel about Basquiat. Because a lot of his work is like comparable to Picasso.
Don't tell me he's one of them splash niggas.
He's not one of those splash niggas, but they say his work is like more categorized as graffiti work. That's what they say his work is more like. But anyways,
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, nah. I don't think that you probably like it as much, but here's the things that I can say about this shit. Because part of me looks at their work and I'm just like, there's nothing I actually like about this. This artwork is not appealing to me. It's not as powerful to me as a lot of different artists I've mostly seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can feel you on that. Looking at Picasso and even Van Gogh sometimes, I feel like Van Gogh is in a different category than Picasso and Basquiat. But I'm gonna get to that in a second. The second part of me is thinking how the art world actually is, because you know artwork is so fucking subjective. You know, anything can be considered art. You know, that's what made me question myself as an artist. Like, what even is an artist? What makes an artist great? For somebody just to splash some acrylic paint on a canvas and call it artwork, that's something I don't really like myself. It's hard to even think it's respectable in my opinion, but I try to see the beauty in it, because I try to think the artwork that I make is like something that I can visually see. That's the perception of what I'm actually seeing. Yeah. So for somebody to do like some abstract shit, like I don't like abstract, but I'm thinking from a different perspective. Is abstract is basically what you see in your mind.
Yeah.
The work that we do is some shit that we can see with our eyes.
Yeah.
So when I put it like that, it's like I have a newfound respect for it. So that's why I can actually have respect for artists like Picasso and Basquiat and see what they're doing creatively. Now with Van Gogh, I feel like it's a different story, because he only had a few paintings that was just like that one painting, Starry Night.
Yeah, that simple shit.
He only has a few paintings like that. All this other shit.
All this is simple.
Yeah, all this other shit it's not even like that. He has multiple different styles. But, you know, that's just because, you know, I study art. You know, I look at these artists and their works. So I'm more familiar with that.
Check this out. Let me tell you, I listen now. Don't get me wrong. I say in regard of respect. The thing I respect is I respect the grind to get better. That's why I respect certain artists more, but like skill level. the grind to get better at what you do and go to another level of skill and details and all that stuff. So I respect. That's why I respect. Now I understand why those type of art. Now understanding and respect is two different things. I understand why those type of art has more of a following because either myself, I do a lot of abstract art. And my abstract art sells like this. That's my bread and butter. That's what bring me money. But my skilled shit, that's I spend hours on, days and fucking weeks sometimes, just doing one piece and shit like that. My skilled shit, people don't respect my skilled shit as much as they respect the abstract shit. I mean, don't buy it, and this is the reason why. Chaos in this realm is more familiar than structure. Even though we try to structure everything, even every fucking thing we structure still ends up in some type of chaos, some type of way. We try to structure our life, there's chaos in that motherfucker. We try to structure our homes, there's chaos in that motherfucker. We try to structure a nice ass vehicle, get the nice ass vehicle, the bitch broke down, there's chaos in that. There's chaos in everything in the world, and the blossomings of life is a natural order of constant chaos that brings forth the most beautiful abstract life and stories and visuals and human beings. It's all that chaos that brings forth all that thing. So I understand why the abstract is so familiar to the human DNA, to the human mind, to the human psyche, and why somebody see an abstract piece. I took a piece one time that I worked. A guy said, "Hey, bring me your work. I want to buy some of your work. Let me see what you got." So I took 5 pieces over. The guy took one look at the most profound shit that I've ever did and turned his fucking head. Took shit and went to some shit that I literally took 30 minutes to do. In expression, I was feeling emotional. I don't want to do no skill. Skill takes time. It's particular movement. I don't want to do no skill. I just want to express. Get on this fucking, just whatever. I ain't even thinking of no idea. This weird shit. And that guy said, "I love this piece." And I realized that, oh shit. When I did this piece, I was emotional as a motherfucker. This guy just bought my emotions. This is what my emotions look like.
Right.
So that's my perspective on that like that. So when I see those splatting guys, now you got the drip guys. The guys who get the tempura and put all the tempura, pour the bitch in the shit, just create the most beautiful fucking piece of work, and they did shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that shit. I mean, like I said, I enjoy the work, and I like the work, and I admire the work, but I don't respect it. You know what I'm talking about, me personally.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we can look at and just not actually respect. Because when it comes to my whole art journey and just trying to get myself up there, I feel like I do be letting my pride get in the way sometimes. Because you see my work and you see what I'm trying to do with it, right?
Yeah.
But if I so choose to do this, I could really just be up there and popping. Because you go on Instagram and look at the artwork on there, it's always the same shit. Somebody will draw or paint a pretty girl, add some flowers to it, and call it cool. And that shit will get like millions of likes. And that's just not something I want to do. I'm not trying to illustrate that pretty picture for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd be letting my pride get to that. And especially like if you hop on YouTube, you notice that a lot of artists who be popping on there is drawing celebrities.
Yeah.
Just to get their work
shit popping,
And honestly, I have a lot of pride, so I'm just like, I don't really want my name to just get big off of somebody else's.
Hey,
which is something I need to stop at some point.
Hey, we ain't worried about that part no more. Just because all you doing is expressing your part. So now when your tag get up in there, the tag gonna take away the pride. If that make any sense, because now if you put somebody else and you do something of other, see, familiarity it's a beautiful marketing strategy. Okay. If you want to get your name out there, you take something familiar, because familiarity is going to sell faster than something that's non-branded. That's why I get a shoe right now and get another shoe right now. Most people don't know that Jordans are made in China. I go get the exact replica of Jordans right now, the exact replica. They made at the exact same fucking factory. The only difference is this one got to put this branding on this one, and this one got to put this other non-name brand of a small company who just started with the same shoes, same design, exactly design of his brand. This brand, Nike, is familiar to me because it's been there since I've been born. Exactly. And this brand is not familiar to me, so I'm not gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this one. Familiarity.
And that's a
That-
valid point.
And that's all it is. So like I said, when you do your art, you lock your face in that corner. You know what I'm talking about? And let your familiarity be locked with every art. That way you will always be tagged, even though you're using the familiarity of using somebody else. Because it's a perfect marketing strategy. You will get out there faster when you use familiarity in the art, if that make any sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying completely, because I feel like I even try to change up my artwork a little bit, because I know I have this one piece. It's unfinished, but it's on my Instagram, and I also have videos on TikTok of it, and I incorporated Brent Faez into my artwork.
Yeah.
So, you know, doing the usual style, the usual storytelling that I'm doing in my artwork, but I incorporated a celebrity. Now, I honestly want to just scrap that piece because I didn't like how it was turning out and stuff, but everybody loved it just because, you know, I incorporated a celebrity. So it made me think about it differently, and then just the way that you put it, especially like with the shoe brands and stuff, it made me think like, hey, you're really onto something about that. So maybe I should just find some way just to make it my own. So building off of like a celebrity or something, but still incorporating my style and what I actually want to do, just to gain that familiarity for other people.
Exactly, yeah. And like I said, it's just all marketing, you know what I'm saying? But like what you were saying though with the pride thing, I know how I know exactly what it is, but I got lucky. My sister always was preaching me and always was telling me, oh, you gotta stop giving a fuck to my son. You gotta stop giving a fuck. That's the way that's the way that she put it. In order to do what you know you can do, you have to almost work in this world as if nobody else even fucking exists. Even though you know other people can see you and hear you, you have to do what you do is almost as if nobody can even see you.
Right.
You have to literally not give a fuck about nobody think or nobody say. And as you doing that and not giving a fuck, just do you. However you do. Because pride will always make you stop. That's what pride do. Pride will make you stop. That to me, when I hear the word pride, I hear stop. Every time my pride get in the way, I have moments in life, oh, hey my guy, he need a couple of dollars. I needed that fucking couple of dollars, nigga broke as a motherfucker. You know what pride did? Nah, man, I'm good. And when that person leave, person was genuinely giving me the money, offering me exactly what I needed in my heart and my spirit. I asked God, please give me this, blah, 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 and send a person to give me exactly what I want to, and my pride made me say no. No. So now what I do is I utilize the law of, I'm going to call this the law of God. When someone comes around to me and offer me anything, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm accepting it.
Okay.
And once it's mine, I'm determining what the fuck I'm going to do with it because I don't have to keep it. Somebody offered me something, right? I don't even need it. But why is it being offered? Why is the algorithm saying, here, Quentin, here this thing at this time? Why is the algorithm just giving me this? Why is the Most High just giving me this? Why is some people like to utilize the word God just giving me this? I like to say the Most High. Why am I being giving this? Why? I don't even need this. I don't even want this. So I do, it's like, okay, thank you. Who do I got right now in my circumference? Who do I know that I know need this right now? Hey, yo, Pimpin', guess what? Hey, I got something for you, man. Here you go. So, so that's what I do. I get the fuck out of the way, and then I just be a conveyor. You know what I'm saying? Because everything ain't for me, so I just convey it to somebody else and use it as the law of seed.
Okay.
I'll sow this into you so I can get a return in my own life later.
Right. No, I actually really like that a lot because, you know, I'm not sure what your personal beliefs is, but for me, I believe in fate, and not fate as in like predestination. I believe in fate as in like, you know, opportunities. As you know, God, Most High, He blesses you with these opportunities, and He gives you the free will to make these decisions, to act on those blessings and on these opportunities. So, you know, I really fuck with what you say because, you know, that really does, you know, align with my beliefs and made me look at it from a new perspective because, you know, I've worked on my pride here and there, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah. See, for me, Now what I did, I realized that because I grew up in a Christian household, so I right now I'm universal. I choose no religion, so I choose to be inclusive to everything and everyone in this realm. Everybody's a part of me, and I'm a part of everybody, so I choose to be universal. But it gave me a good foundation of understanding pride. Every time pride was mentioned in the Bible, it spoke of a negative thing. It spoke of it being a bad thing. So then when I evaluated it and I understood it, and I was like, oh, that shit is a bad thing. And so I learned to not have pride no more, I just have esteem.
Okay.
Why confidence and high self-esteem is the exact same thing. When you was like, you can't tell me shit about my artwork because if you put me to the test, I know what I can produce on the canvas.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I esteem myself in my artwork. I don't take pride in that shit. I don't take no pride in my artwork, period. But I esteem myself highly.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Like I give you an example. Like there's certain things that when I know I'm insufficient in, my esteem in myself is a little bit lower because I know I ain't putting the work to say, oh, I can do this shit like this. I know I put in that type of work to esteem myself that high. You know what I'm saying? But when I know I put in the work behind certain things and my abilities in certain things, yeah, I'm gonna esteem myself. I'm gonna puff me up. Yeah, yeah. You can't tell me. Oh, what the fuck is that, dude? Oh no, that's just me. I'm the shit. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Here's for a second. I was like, what the heck? All right.
yeah. So I'm saying that I'm gonna esteem myself. You ain't gonna tell me shit about me. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but the pride part, no. If you offer me, I'm taking. Because pride just make you not receive. That's all pride do is allow you not to receive whatever is trying to be given. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and then see, like my pride used to be with people. My biggest pride would be with like people. Like you hook up with somebody and somebody offer you opportunity, and I realized like, why the fuck did I take so many opportunities that were presented to me? Some of them you can't capitalize on because life circumstances allow you not to capitalize on certain things, and then there are the ones that are truly for you, and you can capitalize. But I said, why the fuck didn't I capitalize on certain opportunities in life? What held me back? Same thing.
Absolutely.
Pride, and then but that pride was more towards people. Like, why didn't I do it? Like, why didn't I link with this person? Why didn't I link with that person? Why didn't I link with that person? My perspective was fucked up. Okay. I wanted the law of fruit, but the Most High does not give in the law of fruit all the time. Sometimes the Most High will give you fruit so you can eat right now. But most of the time, the Most High operate in the law of seed. So when he offered me, I'm thinking, oh, I wanted to be from a person that this, that, this, da. I'm thinking that the opportunity is supposed to come from this kind of person. That person, the one that got it going on, got it big so he can get me where I need to be.
Yeah. No,
but the Most High always sends some of the greatest opportunity in the law of seed form. The person who don't got it going, everything going on yet. The person who's just getting started. The person who's trying to get it out the mud, and the person who's trying to develop what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And I understood why. I said, why the fuck why all this seed form? Why do people keep coming in seed form?
Okay.
Because the Most High said to me in my heart, in order to accomplish the dream and the things that you're going to try to accomplish, you're going to need a team. So if you are in seed form, your team members in seed form, and your other team members in seed form, and your team members are in seed form, y'all all grow together. Y'all may all grow at a different rate, because some trees grow bigger than others depending on the kind of tree you are. You see, one person in this area expertise might grow to his height and thrive in his area, but guess what? He might be a cherry blossom, so he only grow this high. But at that cherry blossom level, nothing is more beautiful. This person might grow to a pine tree level, way taller, way higher, more beautiful, way higher, way more views, way more notoriety because of the height. But guess what? Less notoriety because of the beauty. That cherry blossom only right here, but that beauty is fucking something. There's something about this one that you can't take our eyes off this cherry blossom. That pine tree is tall and mighty in height, and we can't take our eyes off of it. because the stature it holds, but so I know like when people come in seed form, and you can get somebody to fuck with you and work with you, and y'all work together, and y'all build. You build in your area, you build in your area, but we build together as a team. That's who I need in my life in the present time in my life, seed form, because I recognize that the Most High gives the best blessings in seed form. Because why? Seed's going to lead to a harvest.
Yeah, absolutely.
People come in your life and they accomplish whatever you want them to accomplish right now in fruit form. Damn, you get to eat with them real quick right now, bam, 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 but now they gone.
Exactly.
No harvest. Y'all just ate real quick. I just made quick $500, but I want 500. I want 500 times 500 times 500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just know 500. I want 500 times 500 times 500. I don't want to just eat. No, I want to fucking feed. Yeah. I want to feed. I want to got so much fucking food that I can feed other people. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Give. That's what it's all about for me. You know what I'm saying? So that seed form.
You know, I feel that 100%. You know, and it's that type of mentality that is making me like not miss these opportunities. You know, as I said before, I believe in fate giving opportunities and stuff, right? So I realized that before, my ass was blind. Like I wasn't looking at shit as I should have. You know, and I missed out a lot of opportunities to work with certain people or to work with certain galleries and stuff like that. And it's just because I was blind, right? But like, you know, trying to think of this quote. It says, if you focus on a leaf, you're going to miss the tree. And if you're too preoccupied with the tree, you're going to miss the entire forest. And that's what it means to like truly see. You know, I'm over here just thinking about myself, trying to get myself up, but not realizing I'm missing all these opportunities while working with these other people.
Network.
Exactly.
Yeah. 'Cause everybody got something that the other person don't have. No matter what I'll give you an example. You walk into that's how incorporations are built. All the person does is incorporate a new idea. People who feel that incorporate new ideas in their business ventures, you got some places start a business this big. Successful this year, successful next year, right?
Yeah.
Doing great, but they incorporate no new ideas. So in 5-10 years, they never grew. Still a business, still open, but they never grew in regard as their capacity because
right.
they didn't incorporate new ideas. You got incorporations like places like Walmart. When you go to Walmart, I worked at Walmart when I was like 19 years old, and I remember them. You got to go through the little seminar thing. Sam Walton, learn about who he is.
Yeah.
And him, they tell you that he started a little small store in Toledo, Ohio. And almost like a little farm store on the side of his little farm thing and shit like that.
Right.
And then every time a customer would come and be like, you know what, I wish you had this. He would incorporate that idea into his store and bring that thing in his store. And oh man, I wish you had this. So he kept on incorporating every idea and suggestions that somebody would give him onto his thing. And that's how he built that multi-conglomerate that we all know now as Walmart and Sam's Club. Because the willingness to incorporate new ideas and new perspectives into your own way of life. And that's what it is. So like when you got these different people to come in your life, you incorporate new people into your life.
Yeah.
You don't need everybody for everything. You only need somebody for something. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna repeat that. You don't need everybody for everything. You only need somebody for something. And that somebody sometimes only can fulfill that something that you need fulfilled. It can't fulfill everything that you need fulfilled. So you utilize people for the genres of your life that you need to occupy. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, like I give you an example. You might say, damn, you know what? I need somebody who can do this. Damn, I knocked this, but damn, now I need this part done. I need marketing done. Who can fuck with that? You really know marketing. Go in there now, you go talk to them, pick their brain, because all you really need predominantly, mostly in this realm is knowledge. And once you get the knowledge of most things, you can do most things yourself. Or if you got a teammate, you don't have to do it yourself. Now it's working faster because this person take care of that, I'm taking care of this. Now working on the same goal, now it comes together way faster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how I kind of like utilize people in regards to networking. If there's I always got my 3 Ps. I won't say three P's. My pessimistic,
Okay.
my optimistic, and my neutral people. So
Uh,
in my personal life, I only bring forth neutral people in my personal life and optimistic people in my personal life because I consider them as constituents and constituents. Constituents always trying to build up.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always trying to build up. So when a person is optimistic about things and great ideas and I welcome them in my personal life. Optimistic people, negative people, I like to listen to them.
Okay. Yeah.
You know why? Because negative people show me how to adapt faster. Somebody that's for what you for, they on page with you, so your comfort is always going to create your comfort zone is always going to how I say it, when your likeness is always going to create your comfort. So if somebody's on the same page with me in regards to if they're a teammate, even though we're working towards the same thing, that's going to create my comfort zone. So I'm gonna be able to make and manifest in my comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah.
But when people are pessimistic, oh, you should do this, or I don't like that, that look like this, oh, no, this, and they being negative and the things that critiquing in my life or my artwork or my this or the people that they kind of almost are right in a lot of fucking ways, even though they're being pessimistic. It's just that psychologically, we don't want to hear nothing negative about ourselves.
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
we
I get that.
reject a lot of the negative things that people say about us. So, but I embrace that. Like, oh, what is saying? Oh, this motherfucker, I don't like the way you do this right here. You should do this. You should do that. I'm like, oh, I used to be like, motherfucker, this is my artwork. How the fuck you gonna tell me what I should do? And I'm like, oh, that's an outside perspective.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Something that I didn't see. Okay, let's try it. So now that's what I do. I incorporate other people into my life and keep all the all the negative bullshit. But I like to observe negativity. I have a profound ability to observe negativity because I like the understanding of why and stuff like that. That's why I put like certain like in certain pieces I put chaos in my certain pieces of artwork that I do, you know what I mean? Because I might be feeling like a negative emotion right now. And what I notice when I have a negative emotion within my being, it's more good chaos. Not bad chaos, but good chaos on the campus.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then when I got positive emotions in my being, it's more structured, beautiful, pretty things, mountains,
Okay.
flowers, everything's perfectly structured, no chaos period.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I like, I let the negative serve its purpose. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that 100%, most definitely.
Yeah. But look, check this out. We were about to cap this episode of Talk Big Podcast. I want you to conclude, man. I want you to give the audience out there. I want you to talk to the people, give the people the message, give the people some big up. You know what I mean? Some knowledge, some wisdom. Your mission statement.
Some wisdom.
Give me your mission statement.
Okay.
LeVay,
Okay.
I want y'all to, hey, don't forget, LeVay, coming soon, coming real soon.
Real soon, real soon.
Tag, y'all see the face? When y'all hear that name, LeVay, from now to the future, because he gonna blow. Notoriety
Yes,
is coming. You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yes,
the
sir.
inevitable. And as cold as his artwork is, it's the inevitable. So y'all look out for that name, LeVay. In the meantime, between time, y'all gotta look out for my boy Isaiah Reed. You
Isaiah
dig?
Reed. Yes,
Art. So when you go to Google Isaiah Reed Art, you can find him on any platform that you're looking for him on right now. That's Isaiah Reed Art. But tell him, we won't break him down. Let him know your mission statement, how you gonna close out. You know what I'm talking about?
Alright, so never really good when it comes to the whole closing out thing and even just giving speeches and stuff. But one thing I do always like to state, is my mission, with my artwork and stuff. I have this one piece that's called Melanintopia, right? And it was all about how the black community was so divided. It's divided between men and women. It's divided between the older generation and younger generation, and it's divided between dark skin and light skin. All I want to do is bring people together, especially as a community where like the whole world is against us. I want to bring us together, spread more love and positivity. I have like my own personal mission as to being the greatest artist of all time, and that just stems from me trying to bring some sort of security into my own existence. as to my own purpose in this world. That's my personal goal. But I do want to make a difference in this world. I'm sure, like a lot of people, they, they want to make a difference in this world too. And artwork is most definitely the way I want to go to do that. It's most definitely just a part of who I am, spiritually, even physically and emotionally. I put all my emotions onto the paper, onto the canvas. And I hope somebody could just look at my artwork and feel that, understand that the things that I go through, the things that other people go through, it's just a human experience. You may not have to necessarily agree with certain things, because I know we all live in different worlds. I understand that. But it's about respect at the end of the day. Just understand that what we're going through is a human experience. We're all together. On that note, I'm going to close that out.
That's what I'm talking about. My man talking big. You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
sir.
My boy Isaiah Reed on Talk Big Podcast, man. And look here, y'all don't know who this is. It's your boy Q5 BigSmoke. And I'm gonna leave
Big
a link to everything Isaiah Reed. You know what I'm saying? And again, I want y'all to look for the tag name LeVay. My man got something new. My man got something innovative. My man got something cold coming out in the mannerism of how he's going to present his artwork and how often y'all are going to get to see his artwork in regards to him being who he is, the one and only LeVay. And as y'all already know him as, you know what I'm talking about, Isaiah Reed. Talking big on Talk Big Podcast. In the meantime, between time, y'all know I'm going to tell y'all, hold 'em down like a tree root. You know me?
Yeah.
I'm going to just get it like it's free and do it like it's me. Yes, sir.
That shit was cool.
Live, baby. Still live, baby.